people always say that you got to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice a relationship.
Right.
So if I'm sacrificing my happiness to meet your needs and you sacrificing your happiness to meet my needs, who the fuck is happy?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like
That's
space. Marriage, I also think is very overrated. Like
Okay.
we put the emphasis on marriage as love and all of this stuff, but marriage is really a business relationship. It's a business agreement. It's always been that way.
Tell me about
It's always been that way. It's you're in the business of raising kids and paying bills because that becomes your priority. My core values pertain to providing and protecting your family,
So
providing for your family and protecting your family.
But you can't protect your family though.
I
Right
can't
now.
protect my family when she won't allow me to protect my family, or the courts won't allow me to protect my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, my 8-year-old mom, she will never have that complaint and say that he doesn't provide or protect for his son.
So that's interesting.
Because that shit is fucking easy. That should come natural to any man. Yeah. And as a man, if you can't do either one of those two, you're fucking worthless. You might as well just jump off a fucking bridge because you have no purpose in worth.
Hold on, because they might jump off a bridge. Now let's talk to them and coach them up. Thank you everybody for tuning in once again. I'm Kenny Harris. Let's talk about it. We got James Gordon on today, our special guest. As always, all the guests are special over here. So hey, hit me up, contact me, and be a part of the show if you want to be, if you're ready to talk about it. Anyway, James, how you doing, baby?
I'm pretty good. How you?
I am great.
All right.
Feeling good. You know, I got a lot of energy today, so I'm energized. You know what I mean? So, what's a man to you?
Oh man, listen. I feel like, well, not even how I feel. It's. I believe that for myself, I'm a man of many goals. What I mean by that is it seems like in life we got so many goals that we try to reach that sometimes I think the problem with myself is I got too many that I'm trying to do at once. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they crumble. And what I mean by crumbling is I got a goal and then it's like go another one, here go another one. My mind is just rolling like, 50 miles an hour.
Right.
When I'm trying to just, focus on one thing. And it's hard to just focus on one thing when it's, I feel like we all got the same, 24.
Mm-hmm. So
by me knowing we all got the same 24, not really comparing about, what the next man, the next woman is doing, but just, on the outside looking in, yeah, it took some work to get there from them. So when it comes to myself, when it's so many letdowns along the way. So I mean, one of your ventures may not work. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so what's next? Is that gonna work? Maybe not.
So being a man is having goals, trying to knock them down, and complete that task to come to fruition so it can be successful. Now, it seems like also being a man is accepting failure, not being able to achieve them, or what? What is it? Like, define a man to me.
Definitely accepting failure. I mean, I feel like if you can't accept failure, then what did you start for? Because you knew, you know what I mean? Failure gonna come. Failure gonna come whether, even if you started out successful, where it was booming, and then it's gonna come a time where it fall. So if you can't handle that, then you know what I mean, you never really came in it to lose, when that mindset still gotta be in the front that I could lose. You see what I'm saying? But I think everybody wants to win, of course, you know what I mean? But if everybody wants to win but not willing to lose, I don't really feel like people, man or woman, could actually handle that. You know what I mean? So if I'm ready to lose, but it seems like that success part, it seems like it's always so many miles away.
Yeah. So success is so many miles away. Why do you continue to chase it then?
So I got 2 daughters.
2.
Yeah. 4 and 8.
Okay.
And I just I know what I ain't have growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really use that as a crutch though. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just use it as, all right, I know what I'm going to be. You know what I mean? Before I even had kids, I knew that. Like, when I get there, I know where I'm going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know I can't drop the ball.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So with them, they see me, you know, with the cars and all that. They to them, it's like, yo, Dad, I like that. Boom, boom, boom. So I keep that going because
Right.
not for the material.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that's just my lifestyle anyway. But at the same time, when it comes to businesses that I have, it's besides my main, 9 to 5 and all that, it's just like, yo, I gotta keep that faith within them that right now I know they don't understand it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually they'll see why I had to work so hard to get to that next level.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So so I think that's what makes me not give up while I keep going, because I know that they watch.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
And as soon as I drop the ball, they won't understand why I dropped the ball.
But they're gonna be watching.
But they're gonna be watching. so
we can't have that picture for them.
yeah. So and then by them being young females, you know what I mean? Because they're just as important as our young men out here. They both need guidance. You know what I mean?
That's
and the fact that I play such a huge part in their life,
Right.
by being the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
So by that being the case, I feel like sometimes that brings pressure. Sometimes because of what I just was saying, I can't drop the ball. I can't. You know what I mean? I might be feeling sick. I gotta go. I can't just sit still.
Yeah, you gotta make something
I
happen.
gotta, as soon as I feel,
You gotta keep
let
hustling.
me take these meds. You know what I mean? And get right back into it, because it's like, I can't just be laying down. And sometimes our body need that rest.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like sometimes I'm missing it. If I'm sitting down, laying down too long, I'm missing.
So you feel like you're missing it, and you're going hard for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You're going hard for yourself, because I guess as a man you want to achieve those goals.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't you allow yourself to get rest, knowing that you need that rest in order to keep moving at 100%?
It's kind of what I was telling you a few moments ago. Like, I feel like I can't. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't.
Okay, all right. If you get rest, what do you think is going to happen?
I feel like it's somebody with that same dream. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but there's so many people in this world, whether your city, your state, whatever. Somebody has that same dream that I feel like if I'm not doing enough, they're gonna either surpass me with my same dream. It's just even if you're not talking to nobody about your dream,
Right.
somebody still may have that same dream and may be doing it the same way that you're doing it.
So, what is the number one goal that you want to achieve?
Number one goal, success in entrepreneurship.
Okay. So, how will you achieve that goal? I mean, I think success is very broad.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship is broad. But
Yeah.
what is it?
For me, it's when talking about what it mean to me. For me, it's trying to stick to it, and not just be in it now, and then let it fade.
Well, what is it then? You want entrepreneurship. What do you want to be the entrepreneur of?
So right now, I got a floor company, and strip and wax, buff, all that. I got that company, and I have a cologne company as well.
Smell good. So smell good and laying floors.
Right. So
All
it's
right.
so trying to keep those going. The most labor piece is that floor piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That takes a lot of time.
Right.
So coming back around in my low time to do the cologne piece, and then I'm making them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm doing it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, with your regular 9 to 5, then doing the floor jobs, which they're not every day, but when I do, it's long
all
periods. Yeah, so it's like, man, all right, when I get done, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these colognes, or my mind is just going to where I really want to make that cologne one pop
Mm-hmm.
because I'm big on fragrances,
Yeah.
and I'm doing it for men and women.
Okay.
So by that being the case, that's something that I just started not too long ago, but it's something I'm working on for it to be even bigger, making the connections that I need to make, to make it pop and try to make it stick.
So the fragrance thing is the biggest thing on the menu right now.
Right.
Why haven't you put all your time into that?
Probably because I've been doing the flooring the longest. That was my first business, and that took off. And the flooring thing, it was literally only been a couple months. So it's not something that a lot of people know about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've been sitting on it, getting these fragrances right,
Mm-hmm.
taking it places. Yo, what you think about, da da da? And they're like, yo, that's it. That's the one. You know what I mean? So I'm just, waiting for that time. But then, what I was talking about in the beginning, a lot of times waiting for that time can be the time that you're letting run by you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because why not now? Why not?
Yeah.
What exactly am I waiting for?
Exactly.
You know what I
that's
mean?
the question. What are you waiting for?
It's kind of like what we were talking about failure.
So you're afraid of failure?
Of that, for some reason, I feel like I can't fail with the floor drink because I know I got that down pat.
So
but,
why don't you train your mind
mm-hmm.
to follow the same with the fragrance? Why is it that you're afraid of success when you already achieved it?
I think sometimes I'm within my mind so much that sometimes I don't even know when I've actually achieved the success. You know what I mean? I might have already done it.
Right. Okay.
But I'm fighting myself so much that it ain't enough.
Gotcha. So what is the entrepreneurship at the end of the rainbow? What do you see?
I'm not looking for what I see is wealth. I'm not looking to be rich, but I'm looking to be wealthy.
I think wealthy is better than rich.
I agree.
I agree.
Trying to. It's crazy that my goal was really to just try to make it easier for my young ones.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because knowing how we may have grown up, you know what I mean? I don't know what it's looking like for them. Because we don't know what it's looking like for them right now.
So, okay. We want wealth at the end of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talking wealth, I want you to be specific. Because wealth, I understand what it is, I know what it is, and the viewers may know as well.
Mm-hmm.
But now, what does that wealth look like? Does that wealth look like generational wealth that goes long beyond your two little ones?
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like that big house in Hockessin, right? Kennett Square, Pike, something like that? Does that look like you building something from the ground up right here in Wilmington? What does it look like specifically? Because we have goals specifically that we already achieved and knocked down, right? So you got some nice jewelry pieces on. You know that you wanted them and you know what it take to get them, and you got them.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it felt good, right? Now, what does it look like at the end, right? Like you say cars, those things right there, you know specifically what you want on your car, on your truck. But what do you want for yourself? What do you want for your family specifically?
For my family, definitely to take care of them. So it goes into generational. Take care of them to take care of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as I feel like sometimes the car stuff eventually gonna fade. Jewelry ain't gonna fade. I feel
Will
like,
it?
to me.
I mean, you said it's your lifestyle though.
It is. But I feel like I put so much money into it that it's like it goes back to what we were talking about the cologne.
Well,
I put so much money into that if I came up short on this end, maybe I need to reconfigure and put the money in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So why
Because
not then?
a lot of times our presence sometimes ain't even for us.
Right.
It's for the public.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So is that who you do it for?
No, I do it for me.
Okay, so the public don't matter.
You know
then.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the way that, I'm not a crazy brand dude, you know what I mean? But,
Well, I see you got Thorough Threads on. Shout out to Ron. Yeah, he rocking that Thorough Threads. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little cooler today. You know what I mean? So, I know looking at my brothers, my older brother, my younger brother. My younger brother, he a chef. You know what I mean? So he's been kind of following me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like you set a great example for him by not following the fragrance as hard as you should, but following the floor? Do you think that you're a great example, or do you feel like you're selling him short somewhat because he's following you?
That's a good question. I feel like I could be selling him short because if I'm maxing out on everything that I'm doing, like he see I'm putting it all in, I can't go to him and tell him to put it all in if I'm not putting it all in. You know what I mean? He sees that, okay, the floor, he see that.
Right.
But if he know I do this too,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't, I had him, smell him, boom, 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 he like it, but he hasn't asked, damn, so where you going with this? He ain't, maybe he trying to see it.
Right.
Some people don't know what question to ask.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just want to see the result.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think by me knowing with him what he's trying to do,
Yeah.
so much he's trying to do, it's like, yo, try this, try that. You know, boom, 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 helping him out. You know what I mean? And it's like, he actually does it. So if I'm not giving myself that same advice, which a lot of times I feel like as people, that's what we do. We give the greatest advice, but don't take our own.
Why do you do that then? Knowing that you need more out of yourself to make sure that your kids are well off and make sure that they're wealthy and your family, why aren't you taking your own advice?
Because I feel like that's like myself is like that punching bag where I'm fighting myself every time. Where
do you get that from? Why do you fight yourself so much?
Be honest with you, I feel like as I got older, or as a young age, earlier in middle school, I can say I felt like my mind was always different. I always been this too serious dude. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like as a kid, I didn't live that childhood of just playing around. Everything was always too serious. So it's like I always had to have a plan with something. Something just had to be right. It had to be here.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It has to be here.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna ask you the same question again. Why aren't you taking your own advice? Why is your plan not coming in fruition like it should be? If you always been serious, you always got a plan in place. What happened for you to not have this plan? What happened for you to veer off now and start taking all these roads instead of staying on that straight and narrow?
I don't blame anybody but myself. Where I'm going with that is I'm always willing to help others.
Okay.
So knowing what I can do.
So you're not selfish.
Right. Knowing what I can do for others sometimes can be my downfall. You know what I mean? For some reason, I just keep doing it. You know what I mean?
But why are you doing that at the expense of your children not being able to thrive or have that thing when you long gone, right? Because we only getting older, right? These kids are growing up. So as we get older, they get older, they're coming into their own. We want to make sure that they have this lifestyle that we didn't have. But you're giving that away to somebody else. Why? Are those people more important than your children?
Not at all. Not at all.
So why do you do it?
And these people,
Okay.
are so my daughter's got 2 different moms.
Okay.
So these are the ones that try to help.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Knowing that sometimes we don't see it as a bad thing.
Right.
Sometimes it can be if they may not be putting it within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not putting it within themselves, and my mind is always on go.
Mm-hmm.
But then let me, you know, when you have even little conversations, little arguments or whatever, you know, it's what you're not doing, or how come you're not putting, you know, helping me or whatever. And then it's like, it's never against the kids. It's never,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's just, I feel like when you got a mate, you should help.
But they ain't your mate, right? Or is one of them? I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Let's pause for a second. That light, is only one light on?
Yeah.
Check your thing real quick.
Yeah.
Check yours. Let me pull yours up. Let me see if
The green
make
light.
sure that joint is green. Is there anything on it? On the top?
Hit the
Hit
button.
the button on the top.
Right here,
That just happened too.
the power button.
Yeah, yup, the power button.
There you go.
Hold on. Then it should connect.
I'm good.
Yup,
Yep.
yeah, you good
Yep.
now. Yep.
Shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it just happened, so just start pick back up where y'all do that.
So, are they one of them your ladies? I don't know.
No.
Oh, neither one of
No.
them. So you
But at the
said
time, hold on,
helping
I don't-
your mate.
at the time,
Hold on. Helping your
Hold
mate.
on,
And they ain't
hold on.
y'all ain't together.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
Hold on. Yo,
Let's talk about it, baby. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, we gonna get to some shit now. It's always a
Yo.
goddamn relationship on the show. I tell you, boy.
Yo.
I'm gonna just start asking people about their relationships when they
Yo.
come on, everybody.
yo, and I actually came to talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna change the name of the show.
Yo,
Discuss your relationships with Kenny Harris.
no, it's. I could be wording it wrong, but try not to view people. I don't view people as less than because I'm better than nobody. You know what I mean?
Understood.
I just the way I move is just different. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So by that being the case, sometimes I seem to find people that, you know how, instead of taking that time out in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
to do things the right way, we do it the wrong way.
What's the right way?
The right way is actually learning your person fully.
Okay, are you doing that now?
No. No.
Great
No.
answer.
No.
We all knew that
No.
was coming, right? It took
No.
too damn long.
No. Yo. Yo, when I tell you this though, yo, that's another goal for myself. Literally slowing down. I feel like I'm always on go. So when it comes to commitment, that's tough for me. Why? Because I be seeing that I want it, and then it just seemed like something bothered me,
That's fine. Yeah.
and then I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's good though. That's good. That's good. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
but then it happens out of order.
Oh, because you already fuck them and get them pregnant and get them knocked up, and here we go.
Right. So
Well, that's only 2 kids though. And they 4 and 8.
I agree. So I gave him some time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So-
you 4 or 5 years detached from the last kid's mother. Well, having that intimate relationship, I don't know. You might still be fucking.
Well, for my youngest daughter's mom,
Are you still fucking her?
that's the one I'm working with.
You still fucking her?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm working with that.
Okay. You still working with that?
I'm working with
Are
that.
you still funding her dream or just financing her?
It's a lot of frustrations there. It's a lot of.
Got you. So you are. That's a yes.
It's
That's a yes.
it's a lot of frustrations
So-
there
Why are you so frustrated, but you're willing to work on it?
because
You pull back from that?
I believe that. I believe that because I believe I should pull back from it.
So why haven't you?
I think it's that thing called love.
Oh.
You know,
define love.
it's not that I care about her,
Define it.
but the fun for me,
Yeah.
I could be wrong, But I've
It's
always
about what it is
viewed
to you though.
I've always viewed love as I've gotten older, as half business, half personal. And the reason why I said business is because as soon as the business isn't right, it messes up the love piece. Why? Because business, it could be you got a house together, it could be you got a car together, whatever the fact may be.
Got you right when you got to sign that dotted line and
Right.
deal with the bank finance.
So when this stuff don't go right, it starts to mess with the love piece,
yeah.
where you start re-questioning. Ah, damn, damn, why I do that? Man? It just
Well, I'll put my name on it.
right.
Yeah.
And I knew I shouldn't. Well, I care about her, so I thought it was the right thing to do. So a lot of things I be doing, I be thinking it's the right thing to do.
Right.
So
When are you going to start knowing whether something is right or wrong? Because you already got a kid that's 8, and you was with her mom, and you did it the wrong way, or whatever the case may be. You made mistakes, I'll say.
right.
Why didn't that transition over to the next one where you make those corrections?
I think that was the goal with the second one. It was the first one was messed up from the get go,
Okay.
like from the rip.
Yeah, you just
That was just
thinking with your dick.
right. That was wrong from the rip. From the rip.
Right. Yeah.
So, the second one, I felt like I knew that was it.
Got you. Okay.